What's up, guys? Jake here today. Hope all of y'all are doing well. So as you can see, I'm home for the weekend and it's time for another car update. So as you can see, we got the seats out, back seat and front seats. There's the trim for the door jambs. So yeah, a little bit of an update. So I have not been home in probably close to 3 weeks. So, I mean, that's literally been, whenever my last video of the car was, that's the last time I was here. So I got in this morning. Dad and I have been doing some work to the car today. Now, Dad has actually been doing quite a bit of work these last couple of weeks because I've been gone. And I would absolutely love to be able to help him more because this kind of is going to be my car. So, you know, it's only right. And it's supposed to be kind of like a father-son project, I guess. But nevertheless, he's been doing a lot of the work, and so when we got home, we did some today, and I'll show you what we did. But let me show you what he has done so far. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, go back and watch those, and you'll kind of see where we kind of started with this car. So as you can see, he had sandblasted, killed the or did some rust treatment, and then painted the undercarriage. We put the wheels back on just so that we could get it on the ground, but I kind of wish they were off right now because I kind of wanted to show you what was behind here. But these brakes are not finished yet. They have not been bled out yet. They're actually not even really put together yet. But I'll try to, so the rotors have been, he sandblasted and painted the rotors, and they have been turned as well. We're installing new brake lines. So there's one of the brake lines right there. Oh, pardon my steel equipment, but these are actually the brake lines that he was going to use, but they don't fit. They fit 1966 V8 car, but they don't fit the 1966 V6 car. So we're gonna have to regroup a little bit. So those won't work, but those are the new brake lines. So he basically redid all of that. Now we're actually going Monday. Today's Saturday, October 2nd, by the way. But we're going, hopefully, as long as everything goes well, we're going Monday to buy some parts. We're gonna get new springs. You know, these springs right here for both sides. We're gonna get new U-bolts and everything because this car sags really bad right now. It actually has airbags. Somebody installed airbags. That's what this wire is. We're gonna take that out and we're just gonna put new springs on it. Because, you know, that's kind of the right way of doing it, and it's honestly pretty rough. So we'll have a look on the inside here in a second. By the way, this is just kind of like a one-taker. So once again, the wheels are back on here so that we could have rolled it, so that we could roll it around. Kind of wish they were off right now so I could get a better idea, or so I could show you guys more. These are the old boots that were on the car for the driver and passenger, and as you can see, they're in pretty bad shape. See, that one's all busted up, old and worn out. And this was one of the front brake lines. I think this was the driver's side, and as you can see, it's seen better days. So all that's been replaced on both sides. Well, on this side, like this bushing has all been replaced. As you can see, it's all new in there. New brake line right there. All this still needs to be replaced. Haven't done that yet. Same thing on this side. Now this side, this brake line was already replaced before we got it, and it's still in really good shape. So we left it. Same thing was changed out on that side. As you can see right there, that's all new too. Not a whole lot has changed under here. Doesn't really look that bad under here. So everything's been going well. Car's coming around very nicely. We were gonna actually bleed the brakes out and have working brakes today. Fortunately, that didn't happen because we don't have all the parts for the rear. The front is ready to be bled out. It's done and ready to be bled out, but we can't really bleed out the front without finishing up the rear because it's all just gonna blow out the back. So unfortunately, And it's just a matter of trying to get the dang parts for the rear, because Dad's been to multiple different auto parts and they either don't have it or it's at a location that's just too far away to drive. So when we go get parts in a few days, see, there's another new brake line right there. When we go get parts in a few days, that's going to be on the list as well. It's the old mower. Still looking good. That's kind of the update. Now, let's see, I guess we could, let's go around to the other side. So that's kind of where we're at on the outside of the car. Now the inside of the car. And this is what we worked on today, earlier. So you remember when I was telling you guys about the original color? Say hello to the original color of this car. Remember when we thought it was white? It is not white. And it is not going to continue to be this disgusting yellow color. It is going to be a dark blue. But anyway, when they painted this car, when they painted it this color, they did not mess with this, because obviously this is underneath the seats and underneath the carpet. And we took all this out. We gutted the whole, as you can see, the only thing in the back is just the back part of the rear seat. Everything else has been gutted out of here. Door panels are on, but that is something that we are going to get, is new door panels. The reason being, these door panels look fine, but there's supposed to be a chrome strip that goes all the way down, just on both sides. So we're gonna get new ones that have that nice chrome strip there. This one used to have it, but it just fade away because it's not real chrome. It's just kind of like a plasticky thing. So the seats, well, you saw the seats earlier. They're still in pretty good shape. They need a little bit more cleaning up. This is the only tear, and y'all have seen that tear before, and Dad thinks that he can sew that back up. But the rest of the seats look pretty dang good. It's just a matter of cleaning them up some more. So they're gonna go back in after we put the new carpet in. That's another thing we're going to get tomorrow, is the new carpet. Here's the old carpet, and you guys already saw what it looked like. Stuff stinks. It's terrible. It is horrible carpet. I'm pretty sure that's original carpet. It stinks, and it's torn, and it's just flat out wore out. So it's gonna come in here now, so we're gonna get new carpet to come in here now. So basically, the only thing the interior needs is new carpet, new door panels, and then, you know, fixing that one seat and then putting the seats back in. And for the most part, the interior, that's all it really needs. The only other thing would be that ignition switch up there. It works, but it's a little bit gummy. So it does kind of jam up sometimes when you're trying to start it, and it's just really stiff. But we think we think we can still use it. We just try to lube it up. So that's kind of the plan there. But man, I don't understand who would buy a car this color. Maybe y'all like this color. Maybe somebody out there likes this color, but it's darn right not me. So I think I'll pass on that. We're not going to bother painting this in here because it's going to be covered up with the carpet. So that's just sound deadener right there. Same thing up there. That's all that is. It is kind of worn out, but from what I've heard, it's pretty expensive. We'll probably price that, but most likely I'll just leave it. I mean, that's the other thing that we noticed. The floor pans have never been replaced in this car. And the reason how we know that is because if they were replaced, there would have been a weld right along here, just like there is on the other side. So this floor pan, I don't know why I can't say that, has been replaced, because you can see the seam right here. It goes all the way around. Now, it was done very well. Whoever did it did a really good job. So you can see the weld right there. That side has never been replaced, and the front ones also have not been replaced. They look really, really good though, which is amazing considering this car came from Pennsylvania. I still think that this car was in Pennsylvania in a shop or in a garage, either not being used at all or only being used in the summertime and then stored in the wintertime. Because, I mean, there's a little bit of surface rust, of course, but for it to come all the way from Pennsylvania and it's in this good a shape, wait a minute, that's upside down. There we go. That's pretty crazy to me. This is just the speaker wire that runs back to those speakers back there. But yeah, that's what she looks like. Everything else in here looks pretty dang good though. Headliner could use a little bit more cleaning. Now, like I said, we're not going to paint this. We will, however, paint all the door jambs and everything. So this is the other door panel that we're going to replace. As you can see, the chrome strip is kind of faded out. I would show you in his car what it's supposed to look like, but it's in the other building. So it's not going to have this pinstriping anymore, which is fine because I don't really care about it. We do still, as you guys know, we do still have body work. Because there's rust right here. There's rust right here. There's dents. Another dent right there. And then down in here, let's see here. Close the door. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. I just put a handprint on it, but that's okay. It's dirty anyway. There's a dent right here. So this car is covered in dents. And what we'll do is we'll go around and mark all of them and try to get as many of them out as possible. We're not going to get all of them out. This is not a show car. It's not meant to be perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. I still want it to have character, but I want it to look good. A lot better than that. So yeah. So that's the little car update. Oh yeah, we noticed there's a little bit of a flat nose. That's too flat right there. See, I don't know if I can. Somewhere right in there where somebody probably just bumped into something. There's a little blister right there. There's a paint chip somewhere over here. Right there. So this car definitely needs some work for sure. We will get new bumpers, but we're not going to do that till we paint. And honestly, it's probably not going to get painted till like the springtime. See, there's also a little bit of rust right here too. You can see it bubbling up. So yeah, we probably won't do any painting until springtime or whatever, because it's gonna get cold here soon. I know it doesn't get very cold in Florida, but it does get cold enough to where it's kind of a challenge to paint sometimes. So we'll probably hold off on that. The main thing right now is get it mechanically working and get the interior nice enough to drive. So basically, I plan on having this thing on the road this winter, really, because it doesn't really need a whole lot more before it's ready to go on the road. You know, the paint and everything is just cosmetic stuff. Main thing we wanted is brakes and tires. These tires definitely need to be replaced because they got dry rotting in them and they got flat spots in them. There she is. So this was, like I said, this is just your update, your weekend update, car update, I guess we'll say. So yeah. Well, this video is already at 15 minutes. I try not to make them too terribly long, but I did kind of want to come on here and show you that. Let's see if I can't let it down this time with one hand. And down she comes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will talk to you guys in the next one. See you guys later.